Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is part 7 of our M4A1 modeling series. I know part 7 took a bit longer than expected to come out. I have been busy with a few other things and had some work to handle. But the series is back now and I'm fully committed to finish it properly. In today's tutorial, we are going to focus on adding some details to our M4A1. Specifically, we'll be working on the handguard and the front section of the rifle to really bring out that extra level of depth and realism. Yeah, without wasting any time, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so first let's work on the handguard. Go into edit mode and select top 4 faces. Make sure you guys are in face select mode. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then extrude them up on the Z axis, and then I'm just going to flat these faces. In order to do that, press S to scale them and Z to scale them only on the Z axis. Then press 0 on your keyboard and enter. Let me enable screencast keys so you guys can see the keys that I'm going to press. And now I'm just going to do the same thing on the left, right and the bottom side. And after extruding them, just select these faces S, Y, 0. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to move these faces down a bit, something around here. Okay, so now select all of the faces that we just extruded. Then press Shift D to duplicate them and press P, then click on selection to separate them by selection. And now this will be a new object that we can use to create a shape like this of our M4A1. Okay, so right now this object is flat, we need to give it some thickness. So go into edit mode, press A to select everything and make sure to change the transform pivot point to individual origins. Then press E to extrude. Something like this will be fine, I guess. Then add one loop cut at the center of all of these. Then select those edges, press Alt S, something around here. Now press Shift plus A, come to mesh and add a cube by clicking on cube. Then scale it down and place it at this area. Make sure to enable toggle X-ray view mode. Then scale it down according to this space, something like this. Then just go ahead and scale it on the Y axis so that it can cover the whole area. Then go into edit mode, select the top face, GZ, move it up to somewhere over here. Now if you guys are seeing this error over here saying active object has non-uniform scale, so to fix this, press Ctrl plus A and select scale or rotation and scale. Then come to modifier properties and here add a array modifier. Now just place it over here and just increase the count. This object is going to work as a cutter so that we can get a shape like that. And now I'm just going to press GZ, move it up somewhere around here. Then apply the array modifier, go into edit mode, move the top face down somewhere around here. Then select this object first, this one at last, and then press Ctrl and minus on your keyboard to cut them. Make sure the bool tool add-on is enabled. If that add-on is not enabled, then this won't work. Otherwise you guys have to add the boolean modifier manually. Then make sure the cutter is selected, press Shift D to duplicate it, then press Z to lock it on the Z axis and move it down to somewhere over here. And then do the same thing again, select this one first, this one at last, hold down Ctrl and press minus to repeat the same step. Then press right click, set origin and select origin to geometry. Then press Shift S and select cursor to selected. Now go ahead and change the pivot point to 3D cursor. Then select both of these objects, press 3 to come to this view. Then press Shift D to duplicate them, press R to rotate them. and 90 to rotate them 90 degrees perfectly, something like this. Then make sure both of them are selected. Then select this one at last, hold down Ctrl and press minus on your keyboard. Now this will be on all of these four sides. Now just go ahead and hide all of these objects if you guys want, and you guys can apply the boolean modifier as well. I am not going to apply the boolean modifier right now because later I might have to change something. And if you guys are also seeing these weird edges over here, just go ahead, bring the bevel modifier below all of these boolean modifiers and you will be get rid of those weird edges. Then in the bevel modifier, set the mirror outer to arc so you guys can get the smooth. Make sure to set the transform pivot point back to median point. And then I'm just going to add a cylinder over here so that we can create these holes over here. So now just go ahead, scale it down, place it to the area, then scale it up on the z-axis, something like this, so that we won't get into trouble later on. Now rotate it exactly 45 degrees on the x-axis, so press RX and 45, then enter. If you guys want, you guys can go even further, so press R to rotate and X, then 45, something like this. You guys can go even further, like 49. And now again, if you guys are seeing this warning saying active object has non-uniform scale, so press Ctrl plus A and apply the rotation and scale. Then come to modifier properties, again add an array modifier, set the factor value and increase the count. Now before we add the boolean modifier, make sure to change the transform pivot point to 3D cursor again. Then press Shift D to duplicate our cylinder, then RX and rotate it by 90 degrees, then press enter. And you guys can go even further if you guys want, hold down Control somewhere around here. Then select both of these objects, press right click, convert to and mesh. This will apply all the modifiers. Then select this first, then this one at last, hold down Control and press minus on your keyboard. And now select both of these objects, press right click and do shade auto smooth so that we can get smooth edges over here. Then select this object, and here on this object, if you guys are also seeing this issue over here, so just come to boolean cutters and unhide all of these cutters so that we can know which one we used to cut our object. Then select that, press GZ, move it up a bit somewhere over here, then those red edges will be gone. Do the same thing on the bottom side if you guys are seeing any weird edges, and then just hide all of them again. Now then select both of these objects, press right click and shade auto smooth. This will get rid of those sharp edges. And now if you guys are seeing these weird geometry over here, to fix this, just place the bevel modifier below all of these boolean modifiers. Then select this object and go into edit mode. Select these faces and press P, then select selection to separate it. Then make sure to select this object and remove all of these bevel modifiers. Then select this part, go into edit mode, select one of these faces, press Ctrl and L to select all of the corrected geometry, then press P again and separate them as well. Then select both of these, right click, set origin and origin to geometry. And if there is no geometry over here like I am seeing right now, to fix this, what you guys can do is just set the solver to exact instead of float. and this will get rid of these weird issue. And now we are going to add another cylinder, and I'll use this cylinder to cut the inside of our handguard. So rotate it 90 degrees on the y-axis, scale it down, place it over here. For better positioning, we can select this object and press Shift S, cursor to selected. Now we can add a cylinder over here, rotate it 90 degrees on the y-axis, scale it down, then GX, bring it to the center, scale it on the x-axis then, so that it can cover the whole area. Scale it up a bit more, somewhere or something like this, just to match this area, maybe a bit down somewhere over here. Then select this object first, this one at last, again Control and minus. Then press right click and shade smooth, then Control press A, make sure to apply the rotation and scale, otherwise it won't work. Then select this object first, this one at last, and hold down Control and press minus to cut it. Now if your whole geometry and if your object look like this, don't worry, we are going to fix that by coming into modifier properties, placing the bevel modifier below the boolean modifier and changing the solver to exact instead of float. This will get rid of all of those weird issues and we will be left with this mesh. And also make sure to select this part and remove the boolean modifiers from all of these parts where we won't need these. And if you guys also have this weird mesh over here just like I do, you guys can select the cutter, then go into edit mode, and if the software is lagging, you guys can hide all of these boolean modifiers just for now. Then just select the cutter, go into edit mode, press GX and place it over here. You guys can enable snap mode, set the snap target to vertex, then GX and snap them to this vertex. Now if you guys want, you guys can enable all of these boolean modifiers, and if you guys press slash on your keyboard and only select this object, you guys can see we have these meshes coming out over here. So to fix this, first of all hide all of these boolean modifiers so that we won't face any lag. Then go into edit mode, select the back face, press F to fill it. Now you guys can enable all these modifiers back again, and yeah, that's it. Then select this part, go into edit mode and select the back faces, edges, press GX and move them here. Let me disable this and GX over here. Now just go ahead and apply these boolean modifiers, then press slash on your keyboard, go into edit mode and get rid of any of the geometry that is unnecessary. And I'm just going to select these, press J to join them together. Instead what I can do is just select these faces X and delete these faces, then select both of these edges, press F to fill them, then select this edge and hold down F to fill all of the remaining faces. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, delete them, F and hold down F. That's it. Then press slash again to come back and apply the boolean modifier on the remaining objects. And now let's start working on this part. I don't know what this is called. If any of you guys know, let me know in the comment section. So for this I'm just going to add a cube over here, scale it down, place it here, then go into edit mode, go into wireframe mode, place it here, Then go into edit mode, select these vertices, GZ, move them up, select these, move them down, select these, grab these, place it here, same with these ones, G, place it here. Then enable snap mode, make sure these vertices are selected, GZ, snap them to this vertex, then select both of these, GX, and snap them over here onto this one, just like that. Then select these, GZ, move it up, select this vertex, select these vertices, then grab these vertices, press Ctrl plus V to bevel them. Make sure to increase the segments to something like 13 or 14. Then come back to object mode, press S and then Y to scale it on the Y axis, something like this. Then go into edit mode, press Ctrl plus R and add a loop cut over here. Then make sure the snap mode is enabled, GZ, and snap them over here. Select these two vertices, press J to connect them together, same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to add another cube over here, scale it down, place it here, and disable snap mode, scale it on the Y axis, then scale it on the X axis, place it over here, press right click, shade auto smooth on both of these objects, and make sure to apply the scale of both of them. Then select this object first, this one at last, hold down Ctrl and press minus on your keyboard. Now just play with the location of this object, the cutter object, to get the result that you guys are looking for. Then I'm just going to select both of them, SY, scale them on the Y axis just a bit more. Then I'm just going to hide this cutter, select this object, go into edit mode, select both of these edges, press Ctrl plus V to bevel them, something like this. Then select this edge, press Ctrl plus V to bevel it as well. And now press Shift plus A, add another cube over here, scale it down, place it here, go into edit mode, make sure to go into wireframe mode so you guys can see the reference image as well. Then select these vertices, press GX, place them here, then select the bottom vertices, GZ, move them up a bit like over here, then move these ones down, select both of these, GX, place it here, then select this one, GX, place this one over here, something like that. Then move these up a bit like this, or maybe down. Then select this one, GX, and place it here. Then press Ctrl plus R to add a loop cut, place it over here, then select these vertices, GX, place it here. Then select this one, GX, something like this, maybe a bit more, something like that. Then press A to select everything, scale it on the Y axis, down, then GY, place it over here, come back to solid mode, GY, and slightly place it slightly inside, not that much. Then come back to object mode, select this object, go into edit mode and select these vertices, press SY, scale them on the Y axis, just like this. Then in the boolean cutters, just unhide the boolean, just unhide the cutter that we used to create that cut, scale it down on the Y axis a bit more like this and hide it again. Then select this object, GY, bring it inside a bit more, something like that. Then go into edit mode, select these two edges, press Ctrl plus V to bevel them, make sure to decrease the counts to like 3 or 4 maybe, and do the same thing on this edge, same on these two. just like that. Then come back to object mode, press right click, shade auto smooth, Ctrl plus A, apply the rotation and scale. Then come to modifier properties and here add a mirror modifier. Set the axis to Y instead of X, and now select this object, press shift S and do cursor to selected. Then select this one, press right click, set origin and select origin to 3D cursor. Then select this object first, this one at last, hold down Ctrl and press minus on your keyboard. And now let's add another cube over here. So scale it down, then go into edit mode and wireframe mode, GZ to move it up somewhere over here. Then select these vertices, GX, place them here, same on these ones. Then select these ones, GZ, move it up just like that. Then enable snap mode, grab these vertices, GZ, snap it here on this one. GX, place it over here. Maybe I'm just going to GX, snap it into this one, then GX, place them over here. Select these, GZ, move them down. Select this one, GX, move it over here. Then press Ctrl plus R, add another loop cut. Then select these two vertices, extrude them on this side. Then select this edge first, press Ctrl plus B to bevel it, but first make sure to come back to object mode, apply the rotation and scale. Ctrl plus B to bevel it, something like this. Then this edge, Ctrl plus B, same onto this one. Same over here. And now I'm just going to select these vertices, GX, move them a bit close. Then select this edge, Ctrl plus B to bevel it. Then select this one, just like before, Ctrl plus B to bevel it and move it accordingly, like as you guys want, or maybe increase the counts. Something like this will be fine, I guess. Then scale it on the y-axis, right click, shade auto smooth, Ctrl plus A, apply the rotation and scale. Then select this object, this one at last, Ctrl and minus. And now I'm going to add another cube over here, scale it down, GZ, scale it up on the z-axis, place it over here, SX, and then on the y-axis. Then select this one first, this one at last, Ctrl minus. Then I'm just going to select these bottom vertices, GZ, move them up a bit over here, maybe a bit more, just like that. Then move this up like this, then Ctrl plus R, add a loop cut over here. Then select these ones, S and then X. And now I'm just going to add a bevel modifier, set the segments to 3, and under geometry and under shading enable hard normals. Then press Ctrl plus A, apply the rotation and scale of your object, and that's it. Now you guys can apply the boolean modifiers. So yeah, that's it for today's video. If you guys have learned something, make sure to hit that like button and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye.